7 seizures a day, 7 days a week is not a good graft. It's really not. You don't break out of it. It's like pain, seizure, pain, seizure, pain, and it doesn't end. It feels like my head's gonna explode. So on Saturday, I'm going to be climbing Ben Lomond. I've been doing a lot of walking, a lot of walking. I have blisters on my feet from breaking my boots in. Trying to eat healthier, but we all try and eat healthier and it never actually works, so. Just trying to be active again as much as possible, to be honest. I was working as a chef. I was really good at my job. And I remember standing at the dishwasher and I looked round to my sister and I said to her, something's not right, I don't feel right. And I remember walking out the kitchen. I don't know what happened. Next thing I woke up, you know, my colleagues were over me and they were like, what, are you okay? Like, think that I was just taking a seizure. And I remember just screaming for my mum. I was just screaming for my mum. I was like, I want my mum, I want my mum, I want my mum.
I mean, that was only a couple of years ago that she became unwell, so, I mean, it was fine, you know, we were getting on, we were making a home here.
I was having seizures every day, every single day. Now, that would range from, it could range from about 7, what we counted in one day was 20. I don't know how I would have done any of this without her. I really don't. My mum was an alcoholic for a very long time, since she was 13, and she's 4.5 years sober now.
You know, I would stay well for a period of time and then I would go backwards. She became the mum, and that's the truth. She became the mum. I went into a treatment centre and then since then I've been doing well.
I've always taken care of my mum, always, for as long as I can remember, and she's really taken care of me now. I feel like I've, you know, finally got a proper mum.
Yeah, take that. Just fry it first and then we'll put it in the pot because you need to rinse it.
You know, she doesn't cook, but my God, did she learn to cook.
Don't get me wrong, like, I think I burnt the first couple of dinners I made, but we got there. Looking forward to it, it's exciting as well. I'll probably be crying like a big baby.
It'll probably be me carrying you up the hill. Move!
I did reach out to Epilepsy Connect, Epilepsy Scotland, but there was, because of COVID and stuff like that, there was nothing that they could offer us.
I used to come up first thing in the morning. I used to have a key to get in the door. I used to come in and make a cup of tea in the morning, a cup of coffee in the morning, wake her up, try and get her to take her meds when she woke up. She's not a morning person at all. She's a nightmare to wake up. I had a constant eye on her. Sometimes she'd sleep all day. She'd been having seizures throughout her sleep. What if something happens and I'm here? What, does it become my fault? That pressure got put on me, and that's, I can't explain how difficult it was.
The day my mum asked me my favourite song. The day that she asked me my favourite song, I knew that something was different, and I seen how scared everyone was. My friend tried to have a generalised kind of conversation about flowers. You know, things that I loved in my life, things, the people that I loved. And I knew that that wasn't right. The look on their faces when I was coming round and I didn't have a clue who they were, it kind of started hitting me that I had to start accepting it. They couldn't figure out what was helping me and what wasn't. Luckily for me, I got referred to the William Quarrier Centre.
We are an independent registered hospital, 12 beds that serve Scotland. So it's the only inpatient assessment unit in Scotland for people with complex epilepsies and complex diagnoses.
I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go in the slightest. I was so adamant that I wasn't going because I didn't have to, because I wasn't like all those people. And that was the words that I used. I'm not like those people. Oh my goodness, so strange. They had to try me on all different medications, something that suited me. They tried to find a medication that would suit me as I got older so that I would be able to have kids and I'd be able to have a life. I can take the dog out, walks now, just kind of round about. And like, I wouldn't have got that if I didn't come here. It's just so like, I just hope that I never have to come back here, but at the same time I couldn't be any more grateful for every single person in here. One thing that everybody says to me that I just shun away so much is everything's going to be okay. I hate that saying, I hate it, but it's one thing that I would genuinely tell myself. If I could speak to my past self now, it would be everything is going to be okay. It's not going to get better straight away, but it's going to be okay. Done. I couldn't have done this without any of them. I really couldn't have. Darren too, my boyfriend, the protection and the love that I get from him is unlike anything. Even on my bad days when I get agitated because I've been taking seizures, he's so patient.
Yo! I met Caitlyn in the back of a car. Well, no, not like that. My friend was giving me a lift and she was in the back of the car. That was the first time I met her. I just think she's so cool. She's so cool. She's funny, she's got a really dorky laugh. The way she dresses, she's got such a unique style. She's got this. I have no doubts in my mind that she'll be able to climb up Ben Lomond.
She is very set on, if she comes up with something, she is determined she's going to do it unless something stops her. And it's a really bizarre thing that will stop her 9 times out of 10. So.
Fire crews are tackling a blaze on Ben Lomond caused by a dropped cigarette. A 1 kilometre stretch of the hill is burning and asking people to stay away.
It was my mum that actually said to me, she was like, "Caitlyn, have you heard about what's happened in Ben Lomond?" And I was like, "What?" And like, I grabbed my phone straight away, and it was like I kind of gave myself a wee shake, and I was like, you know what, like, this is you're doing this, like, regardless of what it is that you are climbing a hill. Like, I am climbing some sort of hill on Saturday. And I know it seems so stupid to people because it's just a hill and it's just a climb. And people were like, "Oh yeah, you can do this at any other point that you want. It's fine. Like, you can push this back." Like, no. We thought this year I wouldn't even be here anymore. We were planning a funeral. Like, oh.
Caitlyn used to take a lot of seizures in her sleep, so in the morning I would bolt up.
She'll stand at my door and I always hear her, and she'll kind of like tap her nails on the radiator covers.
When I was going into a room in the morning, I wasn't too sure what I was going to find, you know.
The fire has now been declared over and fully extinguished, effective of 12:15 today, so we are safe to proceed. We're still on for Ben Lomond.
just look at her sometimes and I think, how can I have produced such a beautiful wee human being, you know?
She makes me really happy. I don't think she actually realises how happy she makes me.
I don't know anyone as strong as Ceecee. In a lot of ways I look up to that.
I'm proud of you, man. Well done. Well done. I'm really proud of you.
I'm proud of me too. I never thought in a million years I'd be able to do anything like this.
Well, you have. If you can climb a mountain, think of anything, the other things you can do. You can do anything that you want to do.
It's always going to be hard. It's always going to be hard, but my next steps are just kind of trying to get on with my life. I want to be a nurse. I want to be a nurse. I want to work with people that are going through what I have went through. God forbid people need to go through that, but they are going to. And if I could be some sort of pillar of support for someone that has went through this, then I will. And I'm gonna get there. I know I will.